stations, 'cause southern bells ahead like mine. You say you came to Baltimore from Ole Miss, a class of 7-4 gold line. The eastern moon looks ready for a wet kiss to make the tide rise again. Moonlight feels right. Moonlight feels right. See the sun come up on Sunday morning and watch it fade the moon away. I guess you know I'm giving you a warning, 'cause me and moon are itching to play. I'll take you on a trip beside the ocean and drive the top of Chesapeake Bay. Ain't nothing like the sky that goes in ocean. The moon will send you on your way. Moonlight feels right. Moonlight feels right. Try so hard to stay away. If this going to together, loving each other's out, but she knows falling in love, so I'm just waiting.
Good afternoon, Mile Zero Fest. How we doing? Why do I have to do this every time? How we doing? How you doing? How you doing? Alright, first, who wants some t-shirts? Red Dirt Shirt Club. Y'all stop by and see them. Check them out on their website. Get artist shirts. They're really cool. One more left. If you want some, they're set right over there in the corner. You can grab one if you didn't get one. Now, the reason we're all here today is to cry. Let's be honest, right? Everybody need a new good cry? You thought, hey, let's go see JD? I'm going to challenge JD to at least play one happy song, because this week is a celebration. If you don't know, his wife is cancer-free. Can I get a hell yeah? Fuck cancer, hell yeah. I know we have several people at the festival this week celebrating being cancer-free, and I think that he's cancer-free too. It's a great day, right? It's a little cold, but it's better than yesterday. So, born and raised in Oklahoma, we won't hold that against him, me being from Texas. But he's from Arizona now, so we'll give him a pass. The tier miner himself, Mr. J.D. Graham.
What's up, folks? I was super happy to be here. I got here Monday and I had to wait 4 days to play. That's my first song this week, so I'm a little nervous every time I play, right? There's a sound guy. We don't have any monitor on this side of the stage for the steel guy. Where's the sound guy? I don't see him anywhere. Play your steel. What do you need in there? He said my stuff went all the way in his wedge. Hey, two. You need the vocal in there? Hey, two, two. Hey, two, 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 two. Hey, two, two, two. Yep, 2, 1, 2. Hey, two. Yep. Yeah. Hey, two. You good? All right. Thank you guys for coming out today. I might play one happy song. Somebody maybe threatens me with it, but thank you guys for coming. I hope you're here to hear songs today. I sing a lot of songs that sometimes have been described as hard to listen to. I tell the truth. I've had a storied life. Coming up just next month on today, I've been out of prison for 3 years. Coming up on April 1st, I'll celebrate 8 years, no hard drugs, no alcohol. I write a lot of songs about that stuff with no filter, and I'm going to play one off of my new album, or it's been out about 6 months, still new to me. This is a true story about the stupid stuff I used to do out in Oklahoma, whether it was cooking crystal meth or going to the strip clubs to fight the bouncers and just hanging out in the streets. Every word of this is true. It's called Percocets and Pawn Shops. I got my good buddy John Ricker to come all the way from Pennsylvania to play this pedal steel for me. Here I am, I wake up and I do the best I can. Well, my eyes are white, and there's nothing left out here to hide behind. Well, not so long ago I was stumbling out there spinning around, dumping diesel down on burning gasoline. Well, I built my life around the habit of pulling hats out of the rabbit and doing my best just to keep it between the strings. And it was Percocets and pawn shops, with triple beams and truck stops, with shattered glass and underhanded deals, getting blacked out bright lights and chopping lines with my buck knife, staring down my last breath with no fear. Things ain't the same. I had to run the crooked road to find the straight. The work's never done, and the song I sang back then can't be unsung. Well, like that night I was in Nogales, buying cocaine in the alley and making promises I could never keep. Well, I snuck my way across the border. The federalists was looking for me. I dodged some bullets, hell, I've been down on my knees. And it was Percocets and pawn shops, bar fights in parking lots, strip joints and rolled up dollar bills. Well, payday loans and pistols, smoking that Oklahoma crystal, got handcuffs and failure to appear. Well, since 74 I've been fighting war. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be. But 50 long years I'm still here. The fog is gone and I'm chasing down my dreams. And now it's barbecues and iced teas. I got 7 years of sobriety and a song or two that'll tell you where I've been. Well, man, I laid it down in my Savior's name. I got a piece explain. And I wake up every day and I call Jesus my best friend. Oh, thank you guys. Just a bunch of true stuff. How's everybody feeling on the weather's nicer today? Can we agree on that? It was not as nice as Tuesday, but I see some sun. I thought I was like somebody put some drugs in my cough drop right here because I haven't seen sun in a while. This next song I'm going to sing, I've got 7. I tell people I have 7 3/4 grandkids because my oldest daughter is 6 months pregnant, and she's naming her daughter after the character in this song. The character in this song is called Adeline. It's about a woman struggling with methamphetamine addiction. I told my daughter at least spell it differently because don't damn her to like my existence. No, I'm very grateful that none of my daughters suffered drug addiction like I did. My youngest daughter Sydney is right here today. I think her mama's still struggling back in the life that we used to live, and I didn't know when I wrote this song. I was locked up when I wrote this song, and I didn't know there was this much of her mother in this song. And now sometimes I write stuff and I don't realize why I wrote it until several years later, and this is one of those. So this goes out to my ex-wife, wherever she may be today. And anybody else struggling with methamphetamine. I don't know anybody named Adeline. There was a movie I watched once called The Age of Adeline with Blake Lively. Anybody ever seen it? Yeah! I watched that movie 100 times in prison when we had the tablets. We would rent movies for 2 days for $7.99, and we'd pass them around the dorm of 60 guys I was in and watch a bunch of movies. And that one really has got a cool storyline to it. And I wrote this song maybe like a week after the first time I watched that movie, and this has nothing to do with the movie, so I don't know why I'm telling you that. Because I can't be comical in my songs, so the banter in between is the best attempt that I got to put a smile on your face. Anyways, this is a story about Adeline. We all know an Adeline out there. Oh, Adeline, is there something I could have said to make you change your mind? Perhaps you see the world in a different light. And are you one behind that curtain where you run to hide? Or are you just shaking bones? Oh, Adeline, did you miss another train that might have taken you home? And did you trade that ticket back for a bag of dope? And did your heart feel betrayed as you watched it go? And are you still scared to leave? Oh, Adeline, are you happy with the choice you made? And did it make you the woman you are today? And do them sidewalk diamonds shine when you're looking down? Or do the tears get in the way and blur the lines? Oh, Adeline, oh, Adeline, what's hiding behind that makeup on your face? You got a look in your eyes that nothing can erase. And do you regret trading your best years for a taste of methamphetamines? Oh, Adeline, it pains me to watch you stumble around and give a piece of yourself to every man in town, so you can stay high while you're afraid does it really hurt that bad? Oh, Adeline, are you happy with the choice you made? And did it make you the woman you are today? And do them sidewalk diamonds shine when you're looking down? And do the tears get in the way and blur the lines? Oh, Adeline. It seems to me you're running out of time. Why are you standing in the doorway to the other side? And can you hear the devil laughing when he sees you cry as he stokes the flames of hell? Oh, Adeline, I see you dying from the choice you made. Your heart's on fire, you got both feet in the grave. And you're living hard out there and everyone can see you lost inside a dream. Well, that was just a lie. And no, and no, thank y'all. Thank you guys for making the choice to come hear my stuff today. There's lots of choices, and like I'm conflicted. I'm a music fan first and foremost. So every day I wake up and look at the schedule, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't see everybody that I want to see. But I got to see John Fulbright, which is a hero of mine this last or just yesterday. Man, that was so cool. I got a couple of people I want to see this week, but thank you guys for being here today. My wife, they gave us the news just a week before we headed out on the road. She was fighting breast cancer for a couple of years, about a year and a half actually, and it was a very difficult time for us. I just got out of prison, and God just kept throwing stuff at me, and sometimes I don't know why He does, and until a couple of years later. And so I'm going to play a couple of songs about that time period specific. This is the first song I wrote when she got diagnosed. This is a song I just recorded down in Texas with Adam Motor a few weeks ago that we're gonna release. This song's called "I Never Want to Learn How to Say Goodbye." My wife's over watching Johnny Mullinax because she didn't want to hear any sad songs today, and that's okay. She gets to hear them every night. I'm super grateful that she's out on the road with me for the next month and a half or two. We get to celebrate 20 years over in Sweden next month. Somehow she hung out with me through 13 years of addiction and 6 years of prison, and she's still standing there, and she's the strongest person I know. I'll never want to learn how to say goodbye. I never want to get good at leaving. I never want to see you cry again. And I want to spend all of my time with you. I want to love you like the deserts love the rain and the skies love blue. And I never want to learn how to got nowhere left to run. Hell, I got nothing left to hide. And I wanna hold your hand at the end of both of our lives. And we can fade into the nothing until we fade into the light. And I never wanna learn how to say goodbye. And when the winter of our lives are here, my heart is still gonna be on fire. And sometimes at night I lie in bed awake, and I watch you as you're sleeping, until the sun peeks through the window and finds your face. And I never wanna learn how to say goodbye. Well, I got nowhere left to run. Hell, I got nothing left to hide. And I wanna hold your hand at the end of both of our lives. And we can fade into the nothing until we fade into the light. But if I go first, it's gonna be okay, 'cause you're stronger than I could ever be. And God gave you amazing grace. I never wanna learn how to say goodbye. Well, I got nowhere left to run. Hell, I got nothing left to hide. And I wanna hold your hand at the end of both of our lives. And we can fade into the nothing until we fade into the light. Some new stuff for you. Thank you very much. Staying on the theme of struggle, that's about all I really know, right? You know, I'm coming up on 8 years without going back to that life, but sometimes, sometimes I think it wouldn't be right for me to tell you that I don't struggle. Like, struggle is a real thing. And last year, well, 2 years ago, I guess, not this last October, but a year ago, October, my wife had just had, she just completed chemo and radiation and all kinds of stuff, and then she had a surgery. And well, let me back up a second. I was struggling in October, because October is whenever, in 2015 is when I decided to change my life forever. And I got behind the wheel of a car intoxicated, and I took the life of an innocent man sitting in a traffic light. And I have to live with that every day of my life. I pled guilty to that, and I served 6 years in the Arizona Department of Corrections. So Octobers have always been historically difficult for me. And that last October, I struggled. I came this close. I tell people I came 12 inches from a relapse. Everything was sitting right there. And so in that time period, my wife had surgery, and her oncologist called me a week later. Called her, and she called me and said that all of her stuff had spread to her, all of her lymph nodes. And I was like, holy crap, that's kind of the worst case scenario. So I remember throwing my phone down and going into a really dark period. I didn't know if I wanted to be alive anymore, or if I just wanted to go out in my addiction. And man, I came so close to relapse, and struggle still occurs for me. This last 12 months, you would think it gets easier, or like it would get, like we didn't even think about it. But this last year's been throwing a lot of challenges my way. And so I want to be honest with people about what my life looks like. It's not, and I want to just give you the highlight reels. I mean, some of the shit gets deep and hard to deal with. So I went inward for about 2 months, and I didn't do anything. Just really contemplated my life, and I wrote this song that kind of brought me out of it. So this is just a true story about what I went through about a year ago. This is called The Weight I Carry. Thank you guys for being so quiet today. It means a lot. It means I don't have to get out here and potentially go back to prison for fighting somebody. But I will, I promise you.
I got your mail.
Well, the relapse wolf scratched a hole through my door. He's sitting on my couch, his blue pills on the floor. I can see him real clear, it's eye to tooth. I've been up all night staring at the noose. I thought I'd make peace with the man I killed, but I ain't. I just covered it up with a different color paint. But it's starting to peel, and I'm starting to feel everything. Every October I live it all over again. And this weight that I carry is 20 stones high, 10 bones deep. And it's got me down on broken knees, praying to God that it ends one way or another. And hope is an apparition. Well, this condition I'm in's got me falling again. I'm under the ditch and my heart's caved in. The monarch of misfortune, I hold the crown. Hey, I hold the crown. Well, my wife's real sick, she's got a look in her eyes that says, God, come get me, the cancer's taking my smile. And I'd give anything to trade places with her. The hell she's living is the hell that I deserve. I got a rebuilt engine in my head and it's running lame. The choke cable's broken and it backfires when I breathe. And I'm stuck out here somewhere between right and wrong. And I wish like hell that I could tell you this was just a song. But it's the way that I carry. It's 20 stones high, 10 bones deep. And it's got me down on broken knees, praying to God that it ends one way or another. And hope is an apparition. Well, this condition I'm in's got me falling again. And I'm under the ditch and my heart's caving in. The monarch of misfortune, I hold the crown. Hey, I hold the crown. Everything gets quiet and time slows down, and the hammer comes back, it's steel to crown. Will this bullet take away my weight or just add some more? Thank y'all. Also, I never make a set list. You guys are welcome to, I don't know what I'm ever going to play every day. I've got like too many songs, but if you guys have requests, I may or may not play them.
Oklahoma baby.
Oh God, you're going to make me play a happy song today? We're not done being sad yet, so give me a second.
Come on,
you kill me, man.
I'm crying, dude. I'm crying. Come on, a happy one is good.
Well, we're going to get there, but we're just not there yet.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
2 days south of the Pacific.
I'll take it. Sunset.
How about a new one first? You guys want to hear a new song? I don't know what time I'm supposed to stop. Somebody will have to yell at me. This is a new tune I recorded as well with Adam down. I went down there. I'm too broke to make a record, but I wanted to make some songs this year, so we went and recorded 4 for one day, and I'm probably going to be begging all of you for like $5 and some pocket change to make another album this year, but we went and recorded 4 to hold me over for a few months. So this is a new one I wrote. I write a lot of poetry and read a lot of poetry as well, and sometimes the songs come out a little wordy, and I don't care, like whatever, right? This song's called North of Forgiveness. It's a brand new unreleased song. Random contemplation, it's a lottery of sorts. A mental Armageddon, a broken pencil to fight my war. The paper stained with holes between the broken rhymes, a vacuum of ideas that my pen might never find. And I'm 40 miles from the border of time's one-way gate, a little north of forgiveness, a southeast of yesterday. Shadows on the sidewalk, will they dance in broken time? The light erases the corners where my failures go to hide. I've been walking in rebellion, down a path of broken stairs, to the basement of my thoughts, man, I hate going down. I'm 20 miles from the border of time's one-way gate, a little north of forgiveness, the southeast of yesterday. Make me cry with that steel. John Rickard on the steel, folks. Drain my heart until it's empty, until the vase overflow. We'll pour out on the memories of the dreams I used to hold. We'll harvest the resentment while the smile takes a rest, and let it wake up in flames. I'm standing on the border of time's a one-way gate, a little north of forgiveness, a southeast of yesterday, a little north of forgiveness, a southeast of yesterday. John Rickard on steel, all the way from the hills of Pennsylvania, folks. to go through a blizzard to get here, and he sent me pictures on the way down. I'm gonna play Oklahoma Baby, but I'm not gonna play it yet. We gotta suffer through a few more sad ones.
That's okay. I got Kleenex. It's okay.
Okay.
I got my tissue.
Have I got at least one tear? Raise your hand if I got at least one tear. All right, we're doing good. Hell yeah. Sometimes we need to cry, man. It takes a lot in the music. Like if I hear a song, the last song that made me cry was an Ian No song called "Ballad of the Retired Man." And me and my wife sat on the couch and bawled, listened to it 5 times in a row, and I love it. Like it's great. I'm gonna play for you the last song I wrote in prison. I did 6 years. I was released on February 22nd of 2022, and that was God giving me all my second chances at once. And so I know when I'm screwing up because I'll see the clock at 2:22 or the radio, or I'll see all these 2s everywhere, and that's God reminding me, hey man, you're not doing exactly what you're supposed to. Like He reins me back in. God's everywhere if we're looking for Him, and I don't care what anybody believes in this room. I believe in Jesus, and what you believe in is entirely up to you. 100%. I don't judge nobody. Not what I was put here to do. So I wrote this song in February, about 2 weeks before I got released. This was the last song I wrote. I wrote around 160 of them in prison. Most of you guys know this song, and you know the story behind it. I decided to change my life when I got in there and started a music education program where I was blessed enough to be able to teach about 500 guys how to express themselves through music with guitars, pianos, songwriting. Some of those guys made it, some of them didn't. I've lost 2 close friends that I was locked up with for a long time in the past month to OD. So some of them make it, some of them don't. But we're just trying to get in front of it, right, a little bit. So this is just another sad story about my life. This song took me about 30 minutes to write, and I never knew how universal it was. Until I went over, I had people singing it back to me in the Netherlands and all over, and I get all these, my phone number's on the internet, I get all these text messages from folks telling me how they resonate with this and many other songs, and there's nothing special about anything that I do. I just write down the pain that I've lived through, and my entire goal with playing music is connection, and I'm super grateful that you guys are letting me into your hearts and minds today. This song's called "A Pound of Rust." It's a true story. I've got some things to get off my chest, a few more words to rhyme while I still got some melody left. I've been way up high, I've been underneath, and I spent some weekends down in Key West sniffing cocaine on the beach. I've burned some nights, and I've burned some weed, and I've taken handfuls of pills just so I can get some sleep, to quiet my mind from all this noise that tells me I ain't good enough, and all the slamming doors. Well, shedding all this old skin is hard, and I feel naked now, because the world can see my scars and where I've been and the hell I've raised again and again. I've been stuck in the mud, now I'm digging out, and my whole life's been a battleground, and I still don't know if I can turn this pound of rust to a pound of gold. I've been way down south, old Mexico, and I almost OD'd in a motel room the night before a show. Woke up the next day like there was nothing wrong, and I hit every pharmacy. My pesos were gone. Hell, I pawned the guitars, they wasn't mine, and I paid the interest back in shame, and I lost some friends along the way. I've had to fight, and I've had to bleed, and I'm putting my failures on display for the whole damn world to see. I'm shedding all this old skin is hard, and I feel naked now, because the world can see my scars and where I've been and the hell I've raised again and again. I've been stuck in the mud, now I'm digging out, and my whole life's been a battleground, and I still don't know if I can turn this pound of rust to a pound of gold. Well, I've been a liar, and I've been a thief, and I drug my knuckles with the junkies. I fought them methamphetamines. I've run the streets and run from the law. I run from myself for most of my life, but I ain't running anymore. Hell, I've done some time behind prison walls. For 5 long years I fought lonely with a guitar and a song, barely made it out, still holding on. And I found forgiveness in a Savior for all the things that I'd done wrong. Well, shedding all this old skin is hard, and I feel naked now, 'cause they can see through my eyes and in my heart. We are born to be who we are. And will they believe when I say I've changed, or turn their heads and curse my name? 'Cause they still don't know if you can turn a pound of rust to a pound of gold. Well, Lord, I'm growing old. I'm trying to turn this pound of rust to a pound of gold. Thank y'all. But I promised my daughter I was going to play this song today. You guys make some noise for John Rickard. Hey, what time am I supposed to stop? I don't know what time it is. It's 12:59. I want to know.
20 minutes.
All right. This is the last song I wrote in my addiction. When I got my first plea offer, it was 17 and a half years, and I looked at my wife and my kids, and I told them, if I can get under 7, I'll go do it. If not, I'm headed as far south as you can get until they catch me, and I'm going to the spirit in the sky. And I never knew, like when I saw folks. They got out of prison and they got pulled over. They knew they were screwed up and they never wanted to go back. And it was like suicide by cop. I never understood it until I went back to prison. But I'm never going back to prison. I promise you that. I will go if I start screwing up. I'll go to the grave before I go back there, because what a horrible place. And the correctional model in the United States is completely broken. They need to, instead of just penalizing people all the time, they need to like put some comprehensive programming that's not forced on you. Now there are guys that go there that they want to just continue to come back. I'm not one of those. I'm one of the few that makes it through and does not reoffend after a 25-year life of absolute crime. I'm standing here today by the grace of God, and I'm super grateful for it. I wrote this song when I was thinking about bouncing out. This is the last one I wrote before I went in. It's called Quiet in My Cloud. Hope you like it. I'm out here in the wind trying to figure out again just which way I should blow. Well, my heart says stay, but my head says south, way past Mexico. Is change what I need to keep me feeling freer? Am I running from this cold? Whatever I decide is probably just a lie, so I keep it in the smoke. And it's quiet in my clouds, so stay the hell out. I ain't never coming down. Cause this road has left me cold, chained to the sky. I ain't never been so high. And while my hair's turning gray, I'm still running like a train, most of the time the wrong way. I'm putting pain on the tracks, trying to flatten out my past, but it always stays the same. The sergeant of sorrow, the shame ain't borrowed. I hope yesterday goes blind, because the stripes won't fade and the ranks won't change. Tonight I'm in the sky, and it's quiet in my clouds, so stay the hell out. I ain't never coming down. Cause this road has left me cold, chained to the sky. I ain't never been so high. And it's quiet in my cloud. I ain't never coming down. Cause this road has left me cold, chained to the sky. I ain't never been so high. Well, I'm out here in the wind, trying to figure out again just which way I should blow. Well, my heart says stay, but my head says south, way past Mexico. Is change what I need to keep me feeling freer? Am I running from this cold? Whatever I decide is probably just a lie, so I keep it in the smoke. Thank y'all. Where are we at on time? Alright, we're going to play a little guitar for you guys for a second. I want John to play this steel. I'm going to play this guitar. So I'm going to play one that doesn't have words for you, if that's okay. We're just going to make it up as we go along. You guys having a good time here at the backyard today? Somehow we brought the sunshine out, right? Too many buttons here, folks. There we go. my baby. I wrote it for my lovely wife. She went to watch Johnny Molinak because she didn't want to hear my sad stuff today. Might be one of the only happy songs I got. We'll see how it goes. And it's great to have my wife out on the road with me. I love her dearly. And if my love for her produces a happy song, well, that's okay, right? I just recorded a full band version of the song. People kept asking for it, so it's coming. It sounds way happier than anything I've ever done. I'm uncomfortable about it, just so you know. I'm going to have to write the saddest one on demand just to balance things out. Well, she's a wicked night in Bricktown. She got a smile so bright it could chase away the sun. She's a lake house on you follow in the middle of July. Well, she's a melody in a Woody Guthrie song. Well, she might Oklahoma, baby. A little bit drift, a little bit twister. Well, she's my kind of crazy. Well, she's a Coyote queen. Oh yeah, she's an Indian summer dream. Well, she's a scissor tail dancing on my guitar strings. Oh yeah, she is. Well, my baby, yeah. Well, she says she loves it out in Stillwater, but life don't move so fast. She says the boys up there, they sing her favorite tunes. She ain't much for Norman, but she's a Cowboys fan, Oklahoma State Cowboys. She likes dancing at the tumbleweed under the moon. To hell with them Dallas Cowboys. My Oklahoma baby. A little bit drift, a little bit twister. She's my kind of crazy. Well, she's a Coyote queen. Oh yeah, she's an Indian summer dream. She's a scissor tail dancing on my guitar strings. Oh yeah, she is. My baby, yeah. Take us out to Stillwater on that steel guitar. She my Oklahoma baby. A little bit drift, a little bit twister. Well, she's my kind of crazy. Well, she's a Coyote queen. Oh yeah, she's an Indian summer dream. Well, she's a scissor tail dancing on my guitar strings. Oh yeah, she's my Oklahoma. Well, she my baby, oh, you know she is. My Oklahoma. Well, she my baby, oh, you know she is. Thank y'all. I think I got time for one more song for you guys. Is that right? How does this thing in? This set is at 1:20. Anybody know out there?
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Hey.
I don't think my songs are long. I can't squid two. I can't get two in 8 minutes. You know what? I think I'm going to end with this one. I'm thinking about my mother a lot today. I wrote this. This is off my Palace West Live album. My mother passed away while I was locked up, and in prison they call you by your last name. And they said they called me over the intercom. Graham, report to the CO3's office. I'm like, holy crap! I got there, and one of my best friends was on speakerphone, Dolores Didio. She used to manage a band I had back in the day, and she told me the news. I knew that my mother was going to pass while I was in there, and I kind of prepared myself for it. Now, I was teaching guitar at the time, so they say, Graham, what can we do for you, man? It's like, whoever's in the band room, kick them out. I need to write a song. And so I wrote this song that day. And my mother was a God-fearing woman that drug us to church whether we liked it or not. She was the loudest singer in the church and the worst singer in the church. There was nothing joyful about the sound that she was making, but she's my mother and I love her dearly. Now, when I was a kid, I had crazy hair, and it was blonde, and it was Dennis the Menace looking, and before we'd go into church, he'd be like, son, come here. I'd have like a big cowlick here, she'd lick her whole hand. And I remember whenever it would slide across my ear, and I'd have that. Like whenever you're 7 years old, your mother's breath smells like the devil, and we're going into church. You know? So I love my mother. I love my mother was a woman of faith. And another point I want to touch on, people ask me if I found God in prison. I said I've always believed in God. It was when I went to prison I finally decided to surrender it to Him. And I wrote this song. It's not about my mother. It's about what I would like to think that my mother saw in her final moments. A couple characters in this song. There's a guy hanging out with his mother in her final moment. It's at the end of the song. He's in a similar predicament. So I will leave you guys with this today. This song means a whole lot to me, and sometimes whenever I close my eyes and dig real deep on this song, I can still smell my mother's breath in the air, and it's a good to smell. I'd give anything to have it back. I love you guys very much. Thank you for taking a chance on me. How many folks have never heard me play live? Raise your hand. All right. How many people are going to be repeat customers next time? All right. Thank you guys very much. My Instagram is jdgrahamok. I am an Okie at heart. I moved out to Arizona in 07. There's just too many demons in Oklahoma for me to live there. So I can't go back there ever, no matter what frame of mind I'm in to live. But my daughters live there. I have 3 beautiful daughters and 7 3/4 beautiful grandchildren. And they're a lot of the motivation for the reason that I stay so. The song's called The Glory of His Throne. Thank you guys so very much. You guys make some noise for my buddy John Rickard on steel today. John had his own battle with cancer over the last year and a half, and are you going to go back and start some more radiation when you get back?
I got a whole new kind to deal with.
Okay, so he beat one cancer last year, and it wasn't done with him. A different one popped up, and so if you guys, if you're the praying kind, keep Mr. John Rickard in your prayers. Well, as I sit here in this room holding hands with Mama, the doctor says the time is coming soon. And so I pray out loud and read some scripture. Well, it says right here, He's gonna make everything new. And then she opens them big brown eyes and says, I love you. But there's a boat waiting on the Sea of Galilee, and there's a calm out on the water, and it's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. And from the sky I hear the angels singing, telling me I got nothing to fear at all. And I see Jesus standing out there in the distance, with open arms and welcoming me home. Oh, I'm blinded by, yes, I'm blinded by the glory of His throne. It took me a while, but I finally found Jesus. He's been waiting for me all of my days, and now I can't sing nothing but how hey, I'm underneath the wings of His grace. And as I lay here in this bed, slowly fading, well, my family all gathered round, I said, don't worry about me, 'cause I'm forgiven. And if you could only see what I'm seeing now. And from the sky I hear the angels singing, telling me I got nothing to fear at all. And I see Jesus standing out there in the distance with open arms and welcoming me home. Oh, I'm blinded by, yes, I'm blinded by the glory of His throne. And from the sky I hear the angels singing, telling me I got nothing to fear at all. And I see Jesus standing out there in the distance with open arms and welcoming me home. Oh, I'm blinded by, yes, I'm blinded by, oh, I'm blinded by, well, hey, I'm blinded by the glory of His throne. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. My name is J.D. Ray. This is John Rickard on the steel.